Join and play today on GeForce Now. What is up, everybody? It's Project Storm. Today is GFN Thursday. It is September 21st, 2023, and obviously it's payday. Now, it's payday for me tomorrow, but it's payday for you today as Payday 3 hits GeForce Now, along with more Xbox PC Game Pass games and more. We're about to jump into it because we don't have a lot of time. Oh, and I'm also going to be showing off a new update that just dropped on Cyberpunk 2077. That is Update 2.0. Let's get right into it. All right, as you can see right there, we're always live at 4K 60 FPS because we don't do 720p and 1080p over here. And shout out to everybody that do what you have to do. Bandwidth is limited, I understand that, but over here, we're going crazy. 4K 60, and as soon as I can do 4K 120 FPS streams, I'll be doing those too. But we're gonna go ahead and go back. First of all, we'll let you know that Nvidia debuted AI enhanced real-time ray tracing for games and apps with new DLSS 3.5. And if you look right here, you all, and this will be my last week breaking this down because Phantom Liberty will be here before we can say it. But Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty is almost ready to go, y'all. But we're gonna go back 4 weeks to remind you all that Game Pass came to GeForce Now along with 25 new games. Just 3 weeks ago, GeForce Now, they got wild, with Party Animals leading 24 new games in the month of September. 2 weeks ago was Attention Please as Focus Entertainment brought Game Pass titles to GeForce Now. There's a lot of Game Pass, you all. I'm already like all over the place. My brain is going crazy, man. Game Pass games hitting GeForce Now. I'm able to stream those at up to 4K 120 FPS or even 1080p 240 FPS in the cloud. Streaming the games, no downloads, no installs and stuff like that. And you expect me to keep my composure, you all? I hope not. Last week, we shouted at the devil as Capcom's Devil May Cry 5 joined GeForce Now, and that's a game that runs brilliant on the 4080 SuperPods. If you don't know about the 4080 SuperPods, look up the RTX 4080 SuperPods and GeForce Now to see what's powering what makes me happy each and every week. All right, that is the ultimate tier, you all, that I keep talking about. If you haven't heard about GFN's ultimate tier, check that out. You can look in the description of this video right here to see the links down below. I promise you I have something for you down there. Go check it out. Today though, it's time to cash in, y'all, as Payday 3 streams on GeForce Now at up to 4K 120 FPS maxed out. And I may be showing you all gameplay very, very soon. I was gonna do it in this stream, but I really want to showcase Cyberpunk. And then I'll stream multiple games in the coming days. So keep it locked to the channel, subscribe today, because you don't have any excuse not to. It's just the red button. Click that red button and go about your day. All right, I appreciate it. Starbreeze Studios co-op heist first-person shooter is part of 11 new games available to stream this week, and they are all right up here, and we're going to shout out the developers and publishers of these games, all right, as I do each and every time I do one of these videos. Now, shout out to the GeForce Now community because we're going to be experimenting with things like ray reconstruction, DLSS 3, frame generation, 3.5, and all the stuff that we can't keep up with, y'all. It's just like a smorgasbord, it's like a holiday season. It's like the birth of a new spectacular way of gaming. It's like a whole lot of different things when you play in the cloud on GeForce Now, especially on Ultimate. All right, it's time to get the game back together as Payday 3 streams on GeForce Now this week. That is today. It's one of 11 titles joining the cloud this week, including Party Animals, The Perfect Heist. Payday 3 is the highly anticipated sequel to one of the world's most popular co-op shooters. Step out of retirement and back into the life of crime in the shoes of the Payday gang, who bring the envy of their peers and the nightmare of law enforcement wherever they go. Set several years after the end of the crew's reign of terror over Washington, D.C., the game reassembles the group to deal with the threat that roused them out of early retirement. Upgrade to a GeForce Now Ultimate membership to pull off every heist at the highest quality. And I love when they say this. I love how they promote this right here because a lot of people may not know. They could have heard of Starfield and then heard of GeForce Now and was like, well, how do you sign up? And I know that's a fact because people stop by my channel all the time and they have questions and I try my best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I try to reach out to the wonderful GeForce Now team. If they can't help, then Nvidia customer care might be able to take care of you. If they can't help you with your issue, then you have like the forums and everything. Like there's so many ways you can get help, y'all. All right. So there's no excuses for you all not to be taken care of and for you not to be able to jump in. We want everybody having fun. I want everybody having fun. Put it like that. Now, again, it says upgrade to a GeForce Now Ultimate membership to pull off every heist at the highest quality, y'all. Ultimate members can stream on GeForce RTX 4080 rigs with support for up to 4K at 120 frames per second gameplay on PCs and Macs. Don't forget about the Macs. Providing a gaming experience so seamless that it would be a crime to stream on anything less. And that right just made me want to slap somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like GeForce Now. Hey, shout out to the person that writes these. They get me hyped, man. All right. Because I've been playing on Ultimate Tier and I keep preaching. I keep telling people Ultimate Tier is the real deal. Nothing compares, man. Nothing comes close. And I'm about to show you why in just a few moments. So if you're the type that likes to go leave and then don't want to hear what I have to say because you think I sound like a fanboy or whatever, you might want to stay tuned. Game on. There's always more action every GFN Thursday. Here's the full list of this week's GeForce Now library additions. All right. And before we go up there, it says starting today, the Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 patch will also be supported, adding DLSS 3.5 technology and other new features. So it is live right now. And I'm up here thinking next week is going to be the time when it really drops. I don't believe it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right down here in a little bit after I highlight these games and shout out these devs and publishers, y'all. And we're going to find a little game called Cyberpunk, but we'll come back to this right here. You're looking at the desktop PC app where I stream my games, even though I have an RTX 4090 in this PC. I love playing on GeForce Now because I don't have to worry about the heat that my PC pumps out. I don't have to worry about like the longevity of my hardware inside of my PC or anything like that because GeForce Now has my back. And they can have your back too. All you have to do is sign up today, y'all. $19.99 USD. $19.99 USD to get your hands and on your keyboard and mouse, y'all, and play at levels that you never played before, possibly. All right. Now, it says the GeForce Now team over at Twitter, they always ask questions or they will definitely create a challenge or something like that, y'all. This is why I always encourage people to keep it locked by following Nvidia GeForce Now at Nvidia GFN over on Twitter. And they say, what are you planning to play this weekend? Let us know on Twitter or in the comments below. And right here it says, form a team of video game characters to perform a heist. Who are you recruiting? Man, I'm going with Master Chief, Kratos, Sonic the Hedgehog for obvious reasons. And then last, because I don't want a team too big because we have to split that money, I'm going to go with Alex Vance from Half-Life 2 because that's my girl. You know what I mean? So go over, follow GeForce Now on Twitter, you all, and everything I miss each week, they won't miss. I guarantee you. First game of the day we're going to hit, it's called Humanit Z. Humanit Z. Heck of a name, by the way, y'all. Humanit Z. Very positive reviews. Released on September 18, 2023. Developed by UW Studios. Published by Freedom Games. Shout out to them. Next up, we have Party Animals. This one dropped in mixed reviews on September 20th, 2023. Looks like a game that my son would definitely enjoy with his friends. But the question is, would I like a game like this? Because I'm all like cyberpunked out when I play my games, The Witcher 3 and Halo and so many different God of Wars and Gears of War and all these different types of games. The grown gamers games, you know? That's when I'm on Battlefield 2042 and stuff like that. Would I enjoy Party Animals? Well, we might have to stick around because I might stream this one at 4K 120 FPS. But shout out to the developer Recreate Games, published by Source Technology. Next up, we have Payday 3. Now, I've tried Payday 2 for the first time on GeForce Now. I really didn't know too much about the franchise. I had heard about it, but I really didn't know too much about it. And I streamed the game on GeForce Now, and of course it ran like a Ferrari with a jetpack from Starfield or something like that, y'all. Mostly positive reviews. Dropped on September 21st, 2023. Developed by Starbreeze Studios. Published by Deep Silver. Shout out to them. Next up is Warhaven. This one also dropped to mixed reviews. Not sure what's going on. The game looks so cool. It reminds me of For Honor and other games that I can't think of. Man, what's this franchise? Y'all know what I'm thinking about. It's right here on GeForce Now. You can stream it on GeForce Now as well. And I can't think of the name of the franchise. I might have to look that up before the stream is over. Released on September 20th, 2023. Developed and published by Nexon. Next, we have 911 Operator, a game that I just claimed yesterday on Epic Game Store. Go and claim those games for free, y'all. You never know when you want to jump into a certain IP. But next up, the developer is Jetsu Games, published by Game Operators. Released on September 14, 2023, with an initial release date of February 24, 2017. All right, next we have Ad Infinitum. Ad Infinitum. Mostly positive reviews. Released on September 14, 2023. Developed by, is that Hecate? Published by Nacon. Next, over on the Microsoft Game Store, we have Chain Echoes. This one right here was developed by Matthias Linda. Published by Deck 13 Spotlight. Released on December 7, 2022. And next we have Deceit 2. Mixed reviews. September 14th release date. Developed by World Makers, published by World Makers as well. Shout out. Next we have The Legend of Qingding. Not sure how to say it. I need to start paying attention to these titles before I go live. You know what I mean? But I'm not the only one that's wondering how to pronounce it. So I'll go look at the correct pronunciation and get back with you all. All right, or you let me know. Developed by Creative Games Computer Graphics Corporation and Neon Doctrine, published by Neon Doctrine. Shout out. And another Xbox Game Pass PC game, Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, a game that I will be trying. All right, this one is developed by Piranha Games Incorporated, published by them as well. Released on May 26, 2021, y'all. Man, you know what time it is. I'm ready to jump into the Cyberpunk and see if it can run at over 40 FPS with path tracing on. That's what I'm ready to see right now, okay? So last but not least, Sprawl. Very positive reviews, released on August 23rd, 2023. Shout out to my mom, that's her birthday. Developed by Meth, published by Rogue Games Incorporated. All right, now we're gonna remind you one more time that it's time to cash in, you all. I will be streaming this game as well right here at up to 4K 120 FPS, so check that out, y'all. But right now it's time to go ahead and kill this music. Boom. And it's time to go down to the desktop PC app. And it's time to go into the settings right now to let you all know what version I'm running on, and I may need to update. So you always want to update your, to the latest versions, you all, because they come with updated features and stuff. But right here, I've connected Ubisoft, Epic Games, Steam, all right? And I'm able to jump in games from EA, GOG.com, Ubisoft and others, y'all. Xbox, apparently, I can log in and play Xbox games right here on GeForce Now as well. And then I can test my connection as I always do, and you all should too. Always test your connection before you do a live stream. Always test your connection before you play games on GeForce Now, because you never know if there's some type of issue going on with your actual connection. Then it might be time to contact your ISP. All right, or reach out to GFN at Nvidia customer care for troubleshooting and stuff, right? Right here, this is where I go, and you can see 4K 120 is selected with adaptive VSync. If you wanted to go 1080p 240, you would click this competitive radio button right here. HDR is also available for games that support HDR. You need to turn that on your device first, then launch the desktop PC or Mac app, and then make sure that HDR is enabled right here. If it is, then you're going to be good to go in game. Resolution upscaling, I have it on AI enhanced. I love this right here because it just makes everything crispy. I keep detail enhancement sometimes on medium, but we'll keep it on high for now. In-game graphics settings, exclusive perk of the ultimate tier. It saves your graphics settings, y'all, so you don't have to worry about it each and every time you jump into a GeForce Now session. It just has everything saved, ready to go. And then Discord rich presence, you can turn it on. It doesn't matter. I turn it on or off sometimes. But now it's time to jump into a game called Cyberpunk. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go down here. Boom, Kovacs challenge has ended. You all, if you missed the opportunity to jump into the ultimate tier for free, shame on you. For the last 5 weeks, we've been having a lot of fun climbing the leaderboards. Actually, it was a 6-week challenge, but it ended today. It was a whole lot of fun, y'all, and you could have gotten your chance to jump into the ultimate tier for free. I know a lot of people were hitting me up like, Project Storm, how do I get in? I've already done this, but what's the next step? And I try my best to help you all, and I'm always going to try my best to help you. So if you have a question, don't be shy. Ask the question. Here we go. Some of the games from PC Game Pass right here. MechWarrior 5 is ready to go. These games right here. Starfield, bang. Start of the month is right here, y'all. Ready to be streamed at up to 4K 120 FPS, and you know I did it already. All right. So I've tried a lot of those games already. And down here you have RTX on free to play. Everything is laid out so nice and cool. They even tell you when games are on sales or when there's new updates and things like that, y'all. And you can go down here for the different genres and stuff. And I know I've talked enough. Cyberpunk new update. That's what I'm talking about right there. We're going to click to the right of it to let you all know that if you have the games on Epic Games Store or GOG.com or Steam, just click the box where your game is and hit play. RTX right there is ready to go. HDR right there is ready to go. I'm not going to be streaming this in HDR, obviously. But I will hit that play button. And then what I will also do, once we can get into the game, is I'm going to hit Control+G. And it's going to bring up the performance overlay. All right. And you see that message right there. Your game may stutter. Don't worry about that. It's just something that's been happening. I ran the speed test, and this is why I say you need to run the speed test, because this right here is an issue that is on my end. And I know that because when I stream YouTube videos at 4K, they buffer, right? So I need to get somebody out here from my ISP provider to get me set. Now right here, pre-order Phantom Liberty is already there, you all. You need to go out and do that today if you haven't. So you're ready to go at launch. And just like this, I'm gonna hit this play button. And as soon as I jump into the game, like right now, once that screen goes black, you can hit Control+G, and hopefully everything loads up. There could be an issue every once in a while, y'all. I'm talking about live streaming at 4K 60 FPS. GeForce Now is delivering me a stream at 4K 120 FPS. That's crazy technology in itself, right? Just think about it. Now, right here is how you can go and see your settings again by you hit Control+G, then you click on gameplay, and then you see everything that I just showed you all early right here. All right. Next, you want to go to heads up display, because I know you all would like to know how to move the heads up display. So if you have something very important up here on your HUD or whatever, you can move it to the bottom right, bottom left, all right, or upper left. I'm going to leave it in the upper left right now. And what we're going to do is hit Control+N. The letter N is in Nancy. And you see right here how I changed the layout to the full layout. So when I close this, there it is. The full layout that shows you network stability, frame loss, packet loss, bandwidth, things like that, right? Connection type. I'm connected via Ethernet as many times as I can be. because I want the very best experience, all right? So it's time to jump in. We're not going to play too long. We're just going to test the performance, you all, and get you all out of here. I appreciate everybody's time, man. Subscribe to the channel. Keep it locked. Hit the like button. You know, don't be selfish. Don't be shy or whatever. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, you all, if you want to see more cool cloud gaming like this, right? All right. We're going to hit space. I'm using the keyboard and mouse right now. We're going to go into these settings, and we're going to see if it's true. We're going to see if. Okay, so right here, there we go, HDR. If it was enabled, I would be able to select that. 4K right here. We're going to go to graphics because this is what matters. Everything should be maxed out with DLSS frame generation, you all. If you don't have an RTX 40 series card, it's okay. You don't have to put your head down and be, your day doesn't have to be ruined or anything. You could just sign up for GeForce Now and just test it out and tell your friends, yeah, you've tried frame generation. It's pretty awesome, you know. Super resolution right here. We're going to leave it on auto. And we're going to, look, there it is. DLSS ray reconstruction. I'm done, y'all. It is here. So let's go on down. Okay. We have ray tracing should be on. Everything is pretty much maxed out. Okay. Ray tracing on. Path tracing technology. All right. So basically they want you to know there's a technology preview. So keep that in mind. There might be issues. It's going to get better over time. But it is on. Path tracing, ray tracing, frame, what is it called? Ray reconstruction, frame generation, all on right here, y'all. Let's get into the game so I can get you out. I'm ready to enjoy this right now. All right. So we should be looking at about 60 FPS if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we can hit the 60 target in game. Here we go.
Okay, I'm in. I see.
Now, what is going on here?
Right.
I'm looking at 80 FPS in game with path tracing on, with ray reconstruction enabled. What the hell is this? This is Cyberpunk. Hold on. Wait a minute. 80 up to 84, 86 FPS in game. Now I'm over encumbered. I need to drop some items, but this right here will allow me to walk around slowly to show you all that in game you can get up to 87 right there FPS, probably high 91, probably higher in certain areas, with path tracing on. Path tracing, y'all. Path tracing will blow up your potato PC or your console, will just obliterate it. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it's all about, and this is why I get excited about the Ultimate tier, and this is why I really need you all to try this. I really do. I will never be here to sell GeForce Now. That is not my role. That is not my job, you all. But I'm here to let you all know that you could be experiencing this too. This is ridiculous right here. Absolutely, utterly ridiculous, man. That's all I can say. So there it is right there, y'all. I mean, I don't really have to show you anything else, do I? Path tracing on. Ray reconstruction on. And with that said, 3 things I need you all to do is keep it safe, keep it positive, keep it gaming. I'm about to go ahead and get my hands and feet wet with this one right here, y'all. I'm out. Peace.